What is up, guys? Welcome back. It's Jordan. In today's video, we're going to talk about Shane Black's The Predator. So it very recently ended up finishing its principal photography, and it is in post-production now. With that being said, though, I do want to talk a little bit about my opinion on where I think this series is going and the concerns that I have, because it does kind of concern me after seeing some set photos released and hearing some potential plot lines for it. So, first off, I want to say that both with Predator and Alien, both creatures have kind of lost their mystery and they have lost their scare factor. So, with, any of the new films in general, we're not going to be seeing, we're not going to be scared anymore. The Predator and the Alien in general have become so mainstream that it just doesn't entice the same fear as it did back in the old days when the original ones came out. So with that being said, the only thing that they can really drive fear up with in these films nowadays is the shock factor. How gruesome and how disturbing can you make a human body look in order to entice that same sort of fear into the audience. At least that's what I'm getting from my perspective. So with that being said, I think that Shane Black's The Predator is going to be a very hit or miss with fans. And already for me at least, after seeing the set photos being released of predators working with humans, I can probably say that it's going to be a miss for me personally. I really don't like this idea at all. And I think that there's just way too many, judging by the set photos, there's just way too many predators. And it's just going to be a really kind of generic, like, humans and aliens team up to kill a big alien kind of thing. And I really don't want that. In a perfect world for me, my ideal Predator film is definitely not going to be that, and actually I'm going to delve a little bit into that right now. So I think that with the direction that Predator has gone in its franchise, and including all the other films, and just including its reputation in general from all the expanded universe and such, I don't think that the Predator needs a film involving humans as the protagonists at this juncture. And by that I mean, I don't think we need to be introduced to human characters before we're introduced to a predator. So that's kind of my thought process, and I'm thinking more of like a Predator Concrete Jungle-esque film where the central point is the predator, and there would be a way for us to understand what the predator needs to do and stuff on our own. And then if it needs to add humans in, then so be it. But I think that this human centralized story with the predators being on the outside is kind of getting outdated, and even with the film Predators, you could tell that they were kind of running out of ideas, and it was basically a rehash of the first film, almost in some scenes verbatim, except there were 3 predators. But I mean, even with that, you didn't really see multiple predators doing anything on screen at once very often anyways. They kind of got picked off one by one on their own. So, I think that a good idea for the Predator franchise now would be to centralize around a certain Predator and tell his story. That way, you can kind of flesh out the actual, lore and the true nature of the species. And then, if you do want to add Earth in or something, or he wants to have, the director wants to have a mission set on Earth where he's doing something on Earth or hunting people, it works, because now the Predator's not scary. He's still a movie monster, but he doesn't need that ambiguity, and he doesn't need to be anything other than what he is. So that's kind of my thought process. That's all I really have for this one. I just kind of wanted to throw that idea out there. Let me know what you guys think, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will be uploading more ASAP. So thank you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Place my dreams among the stars while I'm standing on the pavement, spinning around, lost and found, just trying to make a statement. Lift the weight off my shoulders and set me free. Let the birds is where I'd like to be, without gravity to hold us down. Together we are the side of the ground.